would say to employees as well, because I was an employee for a long time. And I changed jobs. If you have a right to expect growth and building on what you spent years in college or you spent years in training, or you have a right to expect development and growth in your field. You should expect your employer to take investment and interest in building you and helping you move. If you're never experiencing that, if that's not happening for you, then think about that.
You have a right to expect. I love that. That's really powerful.
I'm not saying to anybody, go out, quit that job. If it's not, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying, think about that. Maybe come to your leadership and have a frank, open discussion. Hopefully, it's in a culture where you feel some psychological safety, but come to them and say, hey, I've been here 3 years in the same position. I've not seen any growth, any development. And I can do this, I can do that. I'd like to try this, I'd like to try that. And if depending on the feedback that you get, or then you know what your next step may be.
This is such a valuable advice because there are a lot of gurus and motivational speakers out there who work people up and then tell them, go quit your job, like just start a new life. You're not happy, you got to burn it all down and start building over from scratch and like start your own business, forget your, like, what are you doing to people? These people might have families, they might have a
Yes.
mortgage, whatever. I really don't like hearing this type of advice because yes, it might work out, but for the people it don't. They ruin their life based on your advice. So I would be really wary of these gurus. And what you're actually saying is real wisdom. You create real opportunities for people and take real chances based on their experience, their qualifications, and basically just have the confidence to go and say what you want.
Yes. And sometimes we think something's obvious that is not. Sometimes we think they should know that I want a promotion. If you come to work at 8:59 a.m. and you leave at 4:59 p.m. and you're only doing what's put before you in the day, there's no extra, you're not building out your position, you're not adding any additional value, then they may not know that you have promotion potential. You can have a perfect storm in some situations. You can have leadership that's not looking at you and building relationships, and you can have employees that aren't looking at leaders and building relationships, and nobody knows what the others want. So you can have those perfect storms sometime. Somebody's got to take a step forward and speak up at some point. So sometimes employees think that their employees should know. They know I have a degree in this, and why aren't they promoting me? But step up and show yourself and speak up for yourself. And before you take that alternative, which is once again going to be a disruption for you, unless you've already got a signed, sealed, delivered, nice little package wrapped up, which some people do sometimes.